are live. We are live. We're talking WNBA. I have Whitney and Brittany on the line. They are coming soon. Well, Brittany is coming soon. She's a little occupied, but we're gonna hold a spot for her. But she's here. I'm Jambari Moreau. We are live from Indiana. Thank God, here in the flesh. Are we talking NBA or WNBA rather?
WNBA.
Now, what were you saying, Whitney?
Oh, I've been liking Tierra McCallum since like
Yeah.
Mississippi State, like her Victoria Vivians. Oh, I can't think of that point guard name. Every time I see Victoria Vivian, I think of that doggone that shot that Notre Dame, the finals that year. That was one of the best finals. The game was so close, but who hit the last shot?
Napheesa Collier. I'm talking about right now.
Absolutely not. Nope. I'm talking about in that game.
Oh, I do not remember. You gonna have to tell me.
Arike,
Oh, you're talking. Wait. Hold on.
Arike,
You lost me. I'm lost. Okay, what are we talking about? And who are we talking about? You talking about
Mississippi State
versus Mississippi State?
Mississippi State versus Notre Dame.
She's hit a lot of game winners, and this is Notre Dame. Notre Dame was at home.
That was the heartbreaker there. That was a heartbreaker. I couldn't even.
Let me find that clip because I remember Arike hitting. She's been hitting winners since
that's
forever.
how they won the national championship versus over Mississippi State.
Let me go.
She hit that shot. She hit the shot clean over Victoria Vivians, and both of them are hella players. But man,
that's awesome, man. Let me go pull it up for her. This is not the I'm thinking about. This is not what I was thinking about. I was not what I was thinking about. All right, let's pull that up. Shout out to ESPN. This is Arike is on the bench right now.
Arike just
yeah, I know. She's going through some soreness right now in her Achilles, and she'll get back to being better.
Her teammates need to go rub her leg. I'm telling you, like get her some ointment or whatever that she needs. Ice.
Here, let me share this tab. Look at her. Look at this. What a shot.
Woo. There you go. Yeah.
Man, what a shot.
It's still bad. Oh my goodness. I don't think I ever been so hurt.
With a chip. Muffin McBride.
That's not just as bad as that doggone Teresa Witherspoon.
Good for her. Love me some PK. So shout out to her for that. For real. That's good.
Who was it on? Oh, Vivian.
That's tough.
I'm a Vivian's fan now, so that was a double hill. But hey, but you know what? Everybody that came out that class is still like they still.
That's for sure. Absolutely.
Yeah, they absolutely still do. They're doing their thing.
But before we're speaking about Arike, we were speaking about Angel Reese, and I did want to kind of bring up some of these comments. So a lot of the stuff that Whitney and I were speaking about is the fact that it's insane that people are like, the comments about Angel Reese got to stop. So like this is insane. Like this is insane. I'm a reporter. I work for my own. I work for several different outlets, but I do work for my own company. And I'm posting stuff on my personal accounts, and I'm seeing stuff like I'm gonna just shed somebody. I mean, I'm sure you guys have seen it. This is like new to me because this whole social media.
I told you. I told you.
Like, it's something I'm seeing. I'm like, my God, y'all gotta like relax. Like I have no clue what she did. And my wife and I were talking about this today. I'm like, the same thing. It's like all the discourse around Angel and Caitlin for whatever reason is like outside of basketball. And I'm like, but they're really good basketball players. So I'm like, it makes little to no sense in these situations. But yeah, like what did this girl say on my? And if y'all on TikTok, we're live on YouTube. We're here with Whitney as well and Brittany. We're live on YouTube. I'm going through all the comments. So I'm gonna read some of the positive ones. I'll let. So this one put, yes, young lady, stay true to you unapologetically. She stands on business. Do you never change who you are? The woman framing and not in agreement. Shout out to Annie. Shout out to Annie for that one.
I like it.
But like, there's a lot of Angel is classless. I'm like, at least he just
You know that was the
Why
thing.
she
They
classless
made,
though? I'm
you
like,
know
at
what?
least they say something
That
non-racist, but why is she classless?
you know what the words. These are such detrimental words that they use against her, and it's so weird. What was that? Why am I
He
getting-
said, getting on the internet speaking nastiness about a woman is kind of classless. It's from her actions on the court. Her actions on the court and then her tweets and deletes. So, guys, do you think Angel Reese's tweets and deletes are classless?
Absolutely not. She hasn't. What has she tweeted and deleted that wasn't?
How about the there's more than one person in the WNBA? I don't know.
Absolutely. Is she lying though?
I
Is
didn't
she
say
lying?
she was. I didn't say she was. I never said she
Absolutely.
was.
I agree with. Oh man.
Or like when she said, and that's on that without a charter flight, or cheering when old girl put hip check Kaylin on the sideline. So I can understand why there are a few
It's
things.
basketball. You're supposed to cheer your teammate. Like a
I'm not
lot
gonna.
of the stuff. Like, come on now, get the ball. Good Lord, Maddie.
I mean, I can see where. Okay, I can see where some people are saying that, but I'm like classless. That might be a little harsh.
You know what?
A
They
little
started
harsh,
that.
honestly.
They
I would
started the
pick a
class
different
list
word.
stuff.
Let me shout out to TikTok. Let me read some of these comments.
But you know, they did the whole classless stuff when it was last year during the LSU versus Iowa finals. They when she did the you can't see me the same gesture that Caitlin Clark did to several other people. That's when the whole classless thing. I'm like, come on now, y'all. She literally did the same gesture to her that she did to everybody else. So it was that everybody get tender. That's my favorite new word now. They get tender because she do it back. Get in there.
And that's funny that you said that. So one of the comments from TikTok, Whitney, and shout out to Lizzie May, who's been on the live before a few times.
Shout out to Lizzie.
She said, "Do you think the Minnesota Lynx will be the best team in the West?" I'm gonna let you answer first, and then I'll answer.
Ooh.
I'll answer.
Hold on. Okay. Let me. Okay, if Seattle didn't have who they had, like I feel like, oh jeez, do I want to lie to myself? Okay, I have Seattle coming out as the Seattle. The Aces
We got
are
Seattle. You're picking Seattle over Vegas.
the Aces are
We
in the
need
West.
books. Somebody
You
get
know
books
what?
in the
Let's
line, man.
go Aces. I didn't know how they were splitting them. Let's go Aces. I got the Aces going top. Then I got Seattle still in that number 2 spot. I have no hope in Minnesota. I think Minnesota does really good in the beginning and then fall off.
You heard that Minnesota? She got no hope in y'all. I'm gonna see
None.
y'all. I'm probably okay. I'll tell y'all some news about Minnesota, but go. I want to hear what you was gonna say.
Okay. The West is very stacked, and this is this
stacked.
absolute respect to all the West Coast teams. Oh, it's gonna be hard. I have Las Vegas going back up to number 1 and winning the whole thing. If something shall happen to Vegas, which I don't believe it is, I have Seattle sliding. Okay, and Phoenix look good, but I don't have faith in them. Ooh,
So you got Vegas.
The West is so stacked. It's gonna be such hard. It is such a hard from top to bottom. The West is just Western. They look good.
If I could. So if I I don't think.
Ooh.
I think the Vegas Aces will three-peat. I think they're
absolutely.
But in another dimension where they don't three-peat, in another dimension where they don't three-peat, or if I had to say that, I think that they're gonna, like I said, I think Vegas is gonna they're gonna three-peat.
Mm-hmm.
Asia's the best player in the game by far, but if there is a chance or some other dimension or some other realm or some other possibility, I have Minnesota finishing 3rd regardless, but I would team to beat. I said a team to beat out of the West would be the Seattle Storm. Honestly,
Seattle looks good.
They're you have 2 dynamic guards and Skylar Diggins Smith. We talk. Watch she scores. We talking about. We're putting an episode out today. But
y'all know Seattle was at the bottom.
Jewel, what were you gonna say?
At the bottom last year. Seattle was at the bottom last year.
They're not there no more. And you got NECA. Like they have
people talk that. I ain't gonna lie.
Favorite Victoria Vivian. So they're stacked.
Baller.
Yeah.
Shout out to Vivian's baller.
And that's why I think Seattle got a chance. They already beat Las Vegas, and they got a legit chance, which is what I'm saying. They got a legit chance,
Absolutely.
especially if these guards on Vegas aren't stepping up the way that they need to. Let me read some of these comments.
Once they get Chelsea back, I think everybody is put back in their right position. It's over. No, oh Lord, not who is this?
I have no clue.
Minnesota should have did something better with this entertainment. It's supposed to be actual entertainment, people. Let me mute that.
AC the Chiller put on TikTok. So this is back to Angel Reese and Actually, before we get back to Angel Reese, shout out to Brian Robinson, Napheesa for MVP. I believe you on that. Lynx versus Liberty in the chip. That could be a real thing. That could be a real possibility.
If Asia don't get MVP, I choose Arike.
Oh, that's funny that you say that. So I think Asia's gonna win MVP, and Arike is not playing tonight because her Achilles is sore, which they need to keep her up for some time. Who do you think are the big? I'm gonna get back to some of them those Camille and Angel comments in a minute. But Lizzie, shout out to Lizzie for this comment. Who do you think are some of the biggest competitors for MVP? I'll start on this one. We got an MVP rankings on She Shoots, She Scores. Again, it's something you.
Angel, what are you talking about? Asia Wilson, of course. She up there by herself. And then once you stroll down the steps, I would put Arike second.
I would put Arike and actually they got to win. I would put Arike is the top. Arike is not a top 3 candidate right now. They have to win more. I will put Collier Copper on there. I
don't believe that MVP should go by what your team is doing, though. Like, I really believe it's hard to justify it, but I feel like if she is, Arike gets snapped on some everything, and she actually deserves. So
I believe that she does deserve it.
She
don't. But what I am saying is they gotta, and that's why I was telling her they gotta win some of these important matchups against the Connecticut's, against the Seattle's, against the.
They're not beating Connecticut. Listen,
they're not beating them yet. I'm not. Arike, y'all hear that?
Oh, I believe not beating Connecticut.
They're not beating them yet.
Listen to me. Even when Sablé come back, you're still getting beat.
Nah.
You can Howard, Sablé. You can bring the Dallas Mavericks. They about to go home too. They're not beating.
Absolutely.
They're not beating.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Who?
Look, let me get. Asia, if she gets them halfway back, Asia's gonna clean up. Asia's on a tear. AC the Chiller put it's not that to me. It's the clapping at her teammate with the hip checking. And then KTM Todd put
how long that everybody talks about the hip check, but they don't talk about what happened prior to the hip check.
When talking about her
elbow.
So she's clapping because she got her get back, is what you're saying?
Who?
Angel. Because he's talking about the fact that he quote unquote don't like her because of the clapping of the
you can't determine why people like such. Who cares? I'm saying like the whole hip check, like you when you get what you give, and then for when Kaylin went down that floor. Elbow, they were fighting for the ball. Kayla was not even in the fight for the ball. It was Angel versus I want to say Izzy. They didn't realize they were on the same team for about 5 seconds. They were playing back and back. Kayla snatched the ball and elbowed. She elbowed Kennedy in the face, and she did it twice. She looked back, elbowed her. So it was very intentional. Words were exchanged, which absolutely required. Because if you elbow me, it's gonna be a different type of outcome too. That little hip check, I think it was more so acting too. It had a lot to do with it was extra too.
Yeah, Matt. Okay, Matt. I was gonna say Matt got her. So the reason why I was saying that. So 3 things he commented. 1, Minnesota to the second round. So we just spoke about that. We do believe.
Who would they play though? It depends on who they play. If they end up with Seattle early, they're not getting.
What if they play Phoenix? What if they play Phoenix? Do you think? I think Brittany Griner.
I think Phoenix has too much. Wait a minute.
Phoenix
I don't think that they have enough shooters.
They could Phoenix. No, Phoenix got everything they need.
Phoenix has all the pieces they need. If everybody stay healthy on Phoenix, I think they'll be silently moving up, and it look. Phoenix gonna be Phoenix.
I don't think they're gonna. I don't think they're gonna pull it off, but I do think that they might. If they were in
They're
the
not.
Western Conference,
Yeah,
I
they're
would.
not gonna win the
Finals, I
championship.
wouldn't be
They're
surprised.
definitely gonna be good.
I wouldn't be surprised. Nobody has stopped Collier Cop. She is stealing that scoring title away from Arike, bro. Like y'all.
Let me tell you, I would let Collier go off like Jordan did versus the Celtics and still win. I would win.
She can go
I
for
would let
50.
her off. Go off. But nobody else on your team going off.
Diana will. It's not like Diana's not going to chip in 20, and then it's not like you're going to stop Brittany. So no, I wouldn't. I would never let that.
No. You're missing what I'm saying. I would let Collier go off.
You're not going to stop the other two though. You're not going to stop DT. If she go off for 30, and I don't know what happened to Whitney's mic, but if she goes off for 30, then
you hear
if
me?
she goes off for 30, I heard you. I don't know what happened, but it cut off. But if she goes off for 30, then DT and Brittany can go for 20 apiece easy, and that's 70 points between three people. Yeah. So I mean, are you going to stop the other 6 from stopping 9
You're
points?
Saying Copper.
Yeah, I'm talking about Collier Copper.
Okay. So I was getting the teams confused. I'm like, who are you talking about? Who is Collier on that team? Okay, I agree.
Let me get some of these.
They have three-headed monster on Phoenix right now, and it's no way that Minnesota would be able to beat that. They wouldn't be able to hang with them.
Okay, here it goes. So some more of these comments. Matt, shout out to Matt Gatter. Shout out to Jughead, Lizzie May. What Matt Gatter put Kennedy was chill this week. Smith put that body on Reese. Yeah, that was a great game. Let me see. Jughead Jones, Liberty snatching that cup. Liberty snatching up that cup.
Yeah, the most cup they will ever have in New York is probably that Commissioner Cup. That's the only cup they get. So historically, New York has always fumbled the bag. They have historically. Name me a time when the Liberties finished the business, finished the job. Now, listen, this not against you. This not against you. You are Chicago right now, so I'm not going against you right now. Okay, it is all love within this statement, but no.
I saw her yesterday. She was seething in the. Well, she was upset. So normally what I do at the end of the games. So if y'all don't know, like I said, I'm always I'm in media. On my own company. But so what I do normally at the end of games, and that's funny, I was gonna bring up. So speaking of the cup, they invited me to go next week to the game. I'm like, should I go to the Commissioner's Cup? I don't know.
Okay, where it's gonna be at? New York, right?
New York, yeah. It's next Tuesday on the 24th. And I don't know. I'm debating. I think I'm gonna go though. But what I was saying is that Whitney, what were we speaking about?
You was talking about going to the Cup. You said Teresa Witherspoon was
yes, she was upset. So normally what I do after games is I go down to the floor to the court, and she was upset. So they're not losing streak. She was more, I guess, relaxed than she was her last post game. She's upset. She is not happy about the losing, and it's happy.
You know what? I don't think it was so much the losing. It was more so how they lost. Like if I lose fair and square, hey, y'all call for both sides, I'll accept the loss. But when you bluntly don't make calls for every player in the paint, like, come on, man.
But they're not going to call everything in the paint. LeBron doesn't get a call in the paint.
They call everything in the paint. Well, the Fever, every single thing. If they call,
Leah doesn't get every call in the paint. That's not true.
If they call, how in the world did Aaliyah Boston out of that game with zero fouls called?
Officiating was not the reason why they lost that game. The officiating was not the reason why they lost. Just like the officiating before, and it wasn't. Let me just say that WNBA refs, and I'm not like making fun or the. I ain't gonna say that. Could they be better? Yes. Could they be a lot better? Yes. So I'll say that the WNBA officiating could be much better, but I'm not gonna say this.
If they do their job,
I'll leave it at that. It could be much better. I'll leave it at that. But what I am saying is, though, even still, the game was it was within 3 points within 50 seconds, and then Aaliyah again,
Aaliyah Boston
forced Chicago
personal fouls after having reason everybody in the back. Come on now.
Chicago it was some player from Chicago that nearly forced Caitlin to have a turnover with 50 seconds left. And I knew you was going to get on me about it. But she recovered the ball back, and then she threw it to Aaliyah in the paint. Aaliyah did a nice little spin move. I forget if she laid it up on Cardoso or not, but she got the ball off of a miscue, and then it turned into a 5-point play, and then that put the game away. And then because I was like, there's no guard that's going to do anything for y'all in the next 20 seconds. And I'm like, you can't
Let's
give it.
Be real. That play of her taking the ball.
It's not.
What happened
My pick was right. PC went over for 20.
What happened with that?
Before
that play, before the ball was batted to Clark, it was a foul that should have been called. It was a very blunt foul. The referee standing right there, and this happened several times throughout the whole game, and the referees refused to make a call, and it was frustrating. Hell, you could see it in Angel's face when she said, "Oh, like, come on, do your job. They gave you a whistle." Do it, blow it, but you blew it for everybody else. You breathed on Kayla Clark. It was a blow. Come on now. You cannot tell me you didn't watch that game.
She should have shot more free throws. I'm not saying that. She should have shot more free throws.
It was fair. It was a lot of biasness in that game.
I mean, every ref has bias. Every person is biased, right? So
that's not. I can't give you that.
Well, I mean, that's what evidence, statistics, etc. shows. Like, we all have our own biases, but that's not the problem. The problem is when you, like you said, when it doesn't get called, and that's why I said, could the officials be much better? Yes. Now, again, and I know Weatherspoon's thinking the same thing I am. It's a 3-point game within 50 seconds, and we need somebody to step up and make a play. Somebody did. They got a deflection. Fine. And if it's down by 5, we need to get some points now, and it didn't happen. And that's ultimately
as a Skies fan, I have a trade request, but I don't think the other team is going to accept this request. And I really hope, I wish they did, to be honest. I mean, come on.
Before you get your request off. Oh, no, you get your request off. Get your request off.
Oh, I got a trade request.
And if we're gonna answer your question, Lizzie, I got you. Lizzie, I got your question answered.
And
then Matt I got you too. What are you saying?
Yeah, I got a trade request, but I don't think LA is gonna go for it.
Who you trading? Who's she trading?
Who's she trading? Want me to be messy like that?
No, they're not gonna trade that. They're not gonna trade Rikia. Rikia's not going anywhere. She's not going.
I know. See that face, man.
Yeah, Rikia's actually not going anywhere.
Didn't I tell you Kirk was holding her back? Now that he done took off, now he giving her that green light. It's over. It's over.
She has been picking up a lot before we even switch to Rikia. We'll get back to Rikia. Please, I'm gonna write that down. Rikia.
I'll write it down too.
I wrote it down. All right. So first, Lizzie may put. Who needs to step up for the Aces? Step
up. Hell,
let's look at the roster and let's look at the numbers, Lizzie. That's what I like to do. So for TikTok, I mean for YouTube,
let's go.
Let's
now
do that.
I can tell you who has cost 2 games, but I'm not going to. I really believe that. Okay, who's getting paid the most on the roster right now is Marbury. I really think it's time to.
I was talking about the Vegas. Okay, you talk. Okay, go. You can say what you was gonna say. Say what.
Who? Wait. You was talking about Vegas.
He said who need to step up for the Las Vegas Aces.
Everybody that's named not with last name not Wilson. Every single body. Give me. This is what I'm telling you. Aza need to walk in. Aza don't say nothing. Aza, get your shirt made right. Help wanted. That's all you gotta put on there. Help wanted. The caution tape. That's it. Boom. And walk in that thing. That's it. At this point, help me.
Have you? Where's whatchamacallit? Where's Brittany? She's still on the line.
She's still in the meeting. Look, I need her to
we're finding the roster numbers for you, and you can continue. We're finding the numbers for you, Lizzie.
Look, she write better notes than me. She was a history major. They like stuff like this, so I'm gonna get her to write them notes out now. Read through and be like, yeah, you're right.
Okay, man. All right, let me get these numbers for you.
Okay.
So we got the Aces roster.
The Aces roster. Let me go. Let's see.
Is their second leading scorer. That's good for her.
Yeah,
good for her.
Yeah.
Good for
But
her.
you
But
know,
what
Jackie
percent?
has been injured, so you know Jackie had to miss like what 2
They
games.
shouldn't.
Right?
Have, it's looking like they shouldn't have cut Daisha Fair. Honestly, that's what it's looking like.
They
Because
weren't using her though.
hello,
I got somebody that they can cut
who
though.
needs to step up? I would say Alicia Clark got to
Everybody
step up.
last name not
Alicia
Wilson.
Clark, everybody not named Wilson, pretty much, but Alicia
Thank
Clark got to put up some.
everybody last name not Wilson. Step up.
I love Alicia Clark, but she got to put some more points up.
I think Alicia Clark is playing within her own, like this is within her game. Like she's not going outside and let me jack up 15 shots. That's not what she's used to doing. She's a defensive player first. And then she is a spot up 3-point shooter. And when I mean, let's be real, how many times do she get the ball?
Ace is not looking too good. They're not looking too good. They're not. This is not looking good.
I'm not concerned.
Good. I am.
I'm not concerned at all.
They need Chelsea to come back. That's what this is looking like.
She'll be back, but I'm not concerned.
Hey, back. So like I said, in another world where Seattle can get it done, that's what it's looking. Let me go to. Let's pull up Seattle's right quick. Let's pull up because this ain't looking good. And I need Bug. Bug was saying that they gonna be good. Hey.
Seattle is only 9-5. Like
it's a good record. And speaking of which, the Dallas Wings, they're hanging in this game.
They are.
Good for y'all. Shout out.
Oh, travel.
Good. Monique Billings with the defense. Heavy.
You know what, Monique? Shout out to Mo Bills. Like she is really playing. You know what? They need to give her a contract. Who they gonna give up? Ooh, who they gonna give up to keep her? Realistically,
right. That's a great question. Let's see.
That is
more balanced. They have 4 scores, and they're way more balanced.
Okay, well,
that's not it. But they have a better player. Their number one is better than the others' number one by far. But they have the best 3 or 4 players on the court. That's what the problem is. If you got 5 players on the court, they got 3 of the best ones. And
Dallas Wings have. Ooh, they don't have. Who would you give up to keep Mo?
I ain't giving up nobody. Oh, on that team?
Oh, they don't have to, right?
I would give up all of them. I mean, I would give up a few of them.
It's 12 people, right? It's 12 people. They got 12. They good. So I guess they can keep her.
Let me read this other comment by Lizzie May. So she put, who do you think? Lizzie, if you're asking me, Caitlin Clark, Rookie of the Year. Without question. If you're asking
anybody that's named not Angel Reese.
Okay,
I have Angel Reese as my Rookie of the Year. Silent Killer, Rika Jackson. Doggone it.
Now we back to her. That's it.
Clark,
I come back for
Clark. Let me see. Rika Jackson. Let's see.
Indiana has the 8th best record right now in the WNBA, and they're 2 games out of the 5th.
Stop it.
I'm gonna just let that.
It's not happening. But listen,
let that sit there, y'all.
Listen, it can. But look, ain't nobody studying that. I got Rika Jackson for my number 2.
To finish second.
But if Kirk let her go off,
he is now.
You know how many games I had to tweet Kirk to get let her off. Let her come on. Play. That's bad. No. That should go back to Dallas.
Let her cook. No. So other than that, I would absolutely say for sure. So if I had to pick my Rookie of the Year orders, it'd be Angel Reese at number 2. She right now leads rookies in doubles. She leads rookies obviously in rebounding. She's a number 4 rebounder in the league. Offensive rebounds. Number 1, obviously, without question, Caitlin Clark. Number 3, I will put that is tough. So it would have been Cameron Brink to begin the year or like in that first month. But right now, as Whitney just mentioned, Rickea Jackson is on another level. Rickea Jackson just had a 16-10 rebound game against the Minnesota Lynx. Shout out to her. I asked her specifically, what part of your games did you like to highlight if you're a new fan of the sport? Said her rebounding. She's been on a tear. She has been on a
Rikita?
Yeah, and
So
like,
did you get the autograph, sir? Did you get the autograph?
I didn't go to LA. I didn't go to LA. I didn't go to
I was
LA.
about to say, I asked you for one job.
I didn't go to LA. Not yet. I've been to LA. I've already met her, but I didn't go to LA yet. Again to talk to her. But after I did speak to her, she got another double or another high rebound game, and like she had this one play in the game where she did this. I'm gonna show y'all this strip. So like she just stripped the ball away from somebody. I was like, whoa, it just was impressive. And she's
you
absolutely
couldn't have seen her. She was nasty at Tennessee, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like her game really is a transitional game.
Mm-hmm.
She's really good.
She is that. Yeah, she is that for sure. She is absolutely that. I love watching her play for sure. And as she gets better, it's only going to get better to watch. So, other than that, I mean, as far as
they got better pieces around her too. They got you have to like it's a few. LA is like 2 or 3 pieces off from being relevant again. Like they really need like 2 or 3 pieces.
What do you mean?
As far as pieces on their team, like they need another shooter.
Like, what do you mean as in who?
I'm not calling no names, but I would get another shooter and get Star McDonald. Star her so she can pick up the speed and stop dragging it. It's like the game start off so slow.
He picks up in late and she has to come in the middle of the game and then start off.
McDonald's deserve to
she should have been starting already.
He should have been started. I think what he's doing is he wanted it to start kind of slow to give them some type of pickup. Well, that's an old style of playing, though. Mm-hmm. That's how they play, back in the day. Pickup. You can build on to it. Now you have athletic, quicker players where they can run all day. Play, just pick it up, and then you turned around, picked up quick players. You picked up players that are runners. If you got horses, run them.
If you got horses, run. That's a good one.
Run them.
I like that one for sure. If you got horses, run. Guys, I'm trying to put up the I guess what am I trying to put up for y'all? Trying to make sure we can roll with y'all, huh?
Get your brain to working over here. You sleep.
No, man. Sorry, y'all. I'm still probably recovering. So I just got back into town from the Indianapolis from the game. This is a great time. Shout out to everybody there. Oh, if I could highlight. Actually, we could highlight some things right quick. Let me see if I could share some things with y'all right quick. There's a few things I want to share. So we had a young African American reporter who I thought was really cool. Her name is Paisley. No, I'm not gonna put this like that. I don't like that layout, y'all. Sorry, I don't like that layout. Like, we're gonna keep it like this. All right, so we're gonna keep it like this. Let me just share with y'all on my TikTok. So Tasha, I watched the last episode. Tasha was on her show, and she brought in a young student who I thought was amazing. Oh, I don't know if I can share it because it's on my live. No, I can't do it. But she brought in. I wouldn't be able to share it. Do you have a picture? I might have a picture. Hold on, I got a picture on my Twitter, y'all. I think I got a picture on my Twitter. But she brought in a young student in the game or in the presser. It was her first press conference.
Ooh.
Her name was Paisley Gray. Here we go. I got the picture. Now it's gonna help me to describe what I'm saying, and I don't have to seem like I'm crazy. All right. So in this picture is myself, Tasha. Shout out to Tasha Jones, who was on our last live stream or on our last episode of She Shoots, She Scores, rather. And Paisley, right here, Paisley Gray, Christine Brennan, and Maggie Hendricks. So Christine Brennan, if you don't know her, she works for the USA Today. She was on CNN this morning. She's like a really big she's a really big journalist, rather, in the sports realm. And you have Maggie Hendricks, who also works for the Olympics. Then you have Jambari Moreau, who is his own media owner of Moreau Sports Media. And then you have Tasha.
Look at you.
It's true, because I don't want to sell myself short. I mean, I'm still the little dog.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Dog right now. Don't get it twisted. But yeah, eventually that'll change, and that's okay. But what I was trying to say is that then you have Tasha, who's also a contributor, and she's also a journalist. But the spotlight that I wanted to speak about was Paisley rather. So Christine and Maggie, we all spoke to her, and they were just giving her words of encouragement. And I just thought it was really nice. I don't know, but for some reason that came to my mind, but it was just a really good time hanging out. She asked her questions and stuff about the game, and it was just really interesting to see.
Oh, that's good. That's you know what is representation is needed. It's very much needed.
I was happy I was there, and I'm thankfully for
Yeah,
Tosh.
absolutely. Representation is very much needed, and it's really good to see when you have kids trying to get into something that is actually worth it. You idle mind is devil's workshop. Let's go.
Now, who would you trade in from the Chicago Sky? And right now, the Minnesota Lynx are up 55-50. It is a good game, and
It is. I didn't think it was going to be
this
this
is good.
good. Let me see. I'm looking at the roster now. Let's
It's good
see.
for Dallas. Why? Because I've been saying it. They rely on Arike too much. They got to
Yeah.
figure out for offense without her creating everything.
I don't think. I think that it's not really that they have. They've created a very dependent team. I don't think it was literally on purpose though. I think
No,
they did it.
absolutely
I think they did it more so to highlight the talent that they have at the time. And right now, I think Arike is not the oldest as far as age, but the older lasting player.
not. Yeah, I think
So
it's just more so they just used to her scoring. So it's like,
she's a walking
yeah,
bucket. Why will you be like you? I
but
really
the offense gets stagnant at times, and that's why I'm happy now that it seems like they're gonna have to create their own offense.
yeah,
But yeah,
but they look good though. It's not like they're not competing or anything. They're still professionals at the end of the day. I think that they have to. I think okay. They stay within a system, and Arike is the system, arguably. And so when you have her with the ball, what else you gonna do? You gotta stand around until it moves. But I'm not saying that she holds the ball a long time or anything, but the that she is who the ball is gonna end up in. Like
yeah,
even with the aces,
absolutely.
the ball gonna go to Asia Wilson.
It's
Even
Asian
though
absolutely.
she need more touches. I
Shout
recommend.
out to shout out to Apple Evergreen and everybody on the live.
Hey everybody.
Maritza, shout out to y'all.
Asia Wilson need to take at least 20 shots per game, 20 to 25. 20, I'm writing it down, to 25 shots.
Yeah,
And that,
but I mean, Fia is gonna. Who I got a better question. Who you put in for your first all team WNBA?
that is such a hard question. Oh, my goodness.
I got a better question. Who are your 5 best in the league?
Asia Wilson,
Uh-huh.
Arike.
Really? Okay, keep going. Good. I think she is too, but I wouldn't. I don't know if I'd put her on all NBA or not
Yeah,
first team.
yeah, top, like, come on now. Top, okay, I'm looking for more two-way player. I would put Dejanay Carrington.
You really top 5?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I'll let her know. I'm gonna
I love two-way players. Like if you give me your best on defense and offense, I'm putting you above. I can put you above a 25 and no defensive player. What is your
So
25 points?
Dejanay is better than Sabrina to you.
Absolutely. If
Really?
what is it? Okay, Sabrina can't guard a fly. And if you go into it, what is it that you're giving 25 points and then you'll turn around and you'll give up 30 because of bad defense? I don't. How you think they lost the last? Not saying that Sabrina and SQ was the reason that they lost because the Aces were just better. But I got Brianna Stewart on there.
Mm-hmm.
You said 5. Who all I got? Let's
So
see.
you said Dejanay Carrington is in your top 5.
Absolutely,
All right, keep
absolutely.
going. So Stewie, Asia, Carrington, and
That's 3.
Arike, and who?
Okay, but that's 4. Oh hell. Okay.
Keep going. I'm mind blown right now about this Karen. Now I'm gonna look at her a lot differently. And like I never thought you thought she was a top 5 player.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm not putting any rookies simply because they're rookies. I don't think that any of them are ready for the top
Yeah, that's
5.
fine.
Okay, Copper. Boom.
Who?
Copper. Collier.
Okay. Collier Copper. Okay. Let's see this right quick. Let me pull this up.
Okay, it's Collier or Collier?
There's
Which one?
Collier,
Collier.
K-A-H,
Collier.
Collier.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Collier.
I don't want
Collier.
to mispronounce the name. Okay, Collier Cop. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, it's Collier.
Yeah.
Collier.
Yeah. I just don't like the mispronouncing people's names, so it's kind of like I just tell me how to do it, and I'll do it.
So DT calls her Ka, and I'm like Collier Copper,
Okay.
Collier, Collier,
Okay.
Collier. If you say it fast enough, it's gonna sound like you're saying Collier. But
Or
either
like
way, it's Collier
I have
Copper.
a country twang anyway, so everything sounds different. So look,
I love this. Her hoop stats again.
Dallas stuff.
There's Dejanay Carrington, but so this article kind of talked about her, and it said it right here. This is so you think she's better than Alyssa Thomas and Bonner?
She plays within a system that highlights let's not
Better than
wait.
the two of them or not?
First of all, Big Shot Bonner she is that girl.
Is she better than DeWanda
Bonner,
Bonner and Alyssa Thomas?
two-way player. Absolutely. Two-way player. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I will
So
give
I
that.
would have had her on the Olympic team. I would have took off. But you have to give one of the.
The thing is, the Olympic team is so stacked. If I'm going to put anybody on there, I would put Arike. But Arike took her name out, with rightfully so, because the disrespect is very loud with her, and I don't have a problem with her doing it because she's well within her own right. But she really, how can you not the number 2 shooter?
Look,
That's crazy.
This is to your point right here. So this is her hoop stat. So right here, I'll read this article for y'all. Well, I'm gonna let y'all do it. So he said the author wrote, going into the season, he didn't expect this from the Connecticut Sun. And he realizes now that their backcourt is arguably their strength of their team. He put those concerns are gone. The Sun have a net rating of plus 18 in the 287 minutes that Carrington and Harris shared the court, which means they are defeating people by an average of almost 20 points a game when they're playing the game together. That's crazy, which includes an offensive rating. So they play really well. For some context, the Lynx right. So when they play on the floor together, right, their offensive rating is 110. Now, for context, the Lynx currently lead the WNBA in offensive rating at 103.9. So that's really impressive.
I told you, like, it's that they are really up. Like, these are people who have been together for what I want to say. Well, Carrington this her 4th year, I believe. So they all have been together. AT and Bonner been in at the Suns for what 6-7 years.
Now that
6 or 7 years. So I mean, they have a core, and just sliding. I really think Dejanay is holding back. She's a star player, but she's playing a role. She was a star player at Baylor. Like, we're not going to act like she's not no walking bucket. Like,
she wasn't that. Was she their? I don't know if she was their best player.
She was one. She was one of their top players.
Yeah, that whole roster was stacked. I don't know.
How in the world did they get back in the game? Hold on.
You make me see Carrington in a whole nother light, and it's not that I didn't before, but I know that she was a role player when she was in college. Like, I watched those games.
If Connecticut wouldn't have
sure. Dejanay.
Did they call it foul?
It was Queen. Yeah, it was Nalissa, her, and Queen. But who was their leading scorer? I feel like it was Nalissa.
She was the leading scorer, right? I'm pretty sure she was. She had the ball.
Let's pull that up, y'all. Their leading scorer is Nalissa. I knew I wasn't crazy. It was Nalissa.
Nalissa who?
Smith. Yeah, Nalissa Smith. She plays for the Fever.
I'm trying to see. That's why I don't pay attention to her. It's okay.
You don't Nalissa, bro.
I know. I like Smith, but that wasn't.
That's how I knew. I didn't realize she was the second leading scorer. But yeah, so that absolutely, yeah. I know Dee was a role player.
She not no slouch. Like I would put her over a whole lot because I like 2-way players. I'm one of those people. If you don't play defense, your ass can't be out there on offense.
And let me just add that right quick. So speaking about defense, this is what. So he wrote, as for Carrington, she's an extremely good player on that side of the ball, while her defensive impact doesn't show on the stat sheet where she ranked 60th in points per game.
How?
Because she's 60th in steals per game and 47th in blocks. But You can see it in the tracking data. Per synergy, players score less than a point on her per possession, as Carrington is the primary defender, which puts her in the top 20%. So she's just gonna strap you up versus like block your shot or like
what's she yelling at?
Keep coming at you and keep locking you up.
It's a straight seatbelt. You know what? I gotta go back to my tweet at the beginning of the year. I think it was like the second game. I was like, oh, we gotta start calling her little seatbelt or what I say, little seatbelt lockdown. I'm talking about I had all type of ignorant stuff. Like, hey, I am upholding that.
Oh, yeah, what's going on with Minnesota?
And
but I gotta give Dallas some credit.
Dallas is doing it.
Their defense is rattling the Lynx. I don't know how, but they doing it. Because I looked 1 minute and they were down, and then
they still down.
I'm saying they were down like by 9-10 points. Then they came back and tied the game. I'm like, wait a minute. Because I was like, man, Monique Billings got to have a double.
I know.
But not just her. I don't know the other girl name.
Maggie.
I like her.
Maggie doing what Maggie is doing.
Maggie, I like her energy. Like she doesn't care.
Now I cannot pronounce her last name, but shout out to Maggie. What he just said. Shout out to her.
Maddie can shoot really well. She can shoot really well.
She can defend.
She's defending too. She moving them feet.
She locked folks up over there because they were, but they did leave that corner.
Hey, give Kalani Brown some more time.
Maggie's getting better though. I'll say that. Maggie's getting better.
Give Kalani Brown some more time. 9 minutes and 30. Come on now, coach.
They need Tierra. If Tierra could get it together, they'd be really great. Like she is such a star. She is just to get it.
She is. Tierra has to be put in the right position. I think she needs, and I think that she doesn't have a good coach. She has to to mature within herself. Like it's a lot. It's also, even though it's a basketball game, it is also a mind. It's a chess game, and she has to stop playing checkers at this point. It's time to play chess, and she got to realize she's that girl.
She's great.
She got to play like it every game. Every game, I want Tierra McCown to have at least
a double.
A double. She's too tall and good to just walk out with 6 points.
And she's
or
good
7
at block.
She's amazing player, and I would put Kalani Brown. I won't, even though Kalani anywhere else is a star. She's a star. She's a starting player, and I would put her. You know who could use her right now?
LA.
LA could you? LA need a center, Kalani. LA need a center.
Because these centers are out here hurting that little bit. What's her name? Briggs. Oh my God, I feel bad for her because
Briggs. Well,
LA could use a center though. That would be a good pick.
Every time they threw the ball to Tina Charles, I was like, call the Catherine. We need help. Because that girl she was fighting for her life.
Yeah,
but she tried her best and she was laughing it out, but she has to get more.
She has to get some. Like she got to get bigger. It's
I don't know how it's gonna go for the
go.
Look at Tierra. That's what I'm saying.
Come on,
that's what I'm saying.
I'm telling you, every time you gonna pin me up again. You gonna put me against somebody smaller than me.
And y'all, what big we got for the 3-on-3 for the 3-on-3 women? Cause all I saw was little girls.
It's only one big. The only big we have is
they look like all guards.
Cam.
No, I'm talking about big.
Cam.
That's it. Yeah. Lord, they finna go inside on us.
It's not like they didn't ask. It wasn't like it wasn't an invitation put out there. They finna let loose on them now.
No, they're doing good. They just have to make sure that they
right there. Whoops. See, I'm telling you. Come on, Dallas. They needed that time out.
I agree with the coach. She was yelling at Grove, but she traveled. She went from one.
Yeah, she was.
She said, boom, and then just took off running.
Is it a travel if it's not called? That
is
would
it
be
a foul
the
if it's not
yes,
called?
Would be the answer. But
is it a foul if it's not called?
What?
That's not a foul.
Whitney took off running, then jumped twice, then came back up and jumped. Yes, that's a travel. And they replayed it.
Okay. I
Look, you thought it was a fast.
I don't.
Fast step.
Is it a foul if it doesn't get called? Yeah.
Quick, go.
No.
I forgot what I was about to say, but I think we're going. If I don't know if y'all going. I was trying to watch this Celtics game, but not now because I'm watching. Don't get this twisted. I'm watching in this Dallas Wings game. Don't get that twisted. But I do want to watch the Celtics game. I just didn't know if y'all wanted to live stream during it or not. I was on. But yeah,
you guys, right now, Dallas is hanging on in there, and that's what I expect. Y'all keep fighting, Dallas Wings. They are down by 7. It's okay.
No, I expect them.
But you know what? I really come on, y'all.
Their defense
started
lagging.
The
Because they were just getting fast breaks on them. Outside of their last shot, that Collier did. Everything else was right off the. Once they missed the shot, they were running down the other skin.
In 9 minutes and 37 seconds, Kalani Brown had 7 rebounds, 4 points. Okay, I'm not really saying 4.7 rebounds is good.
She does it all.
And then you got everybody else spending their Billings got 7 rebounds. Come on, double, Mo. Let's get it.
I thought I put her out her. Because she should be a star. She shouldn't be trying to see if she's going to remain on the team or not.
Hey,
she should be on a team. I can't believe Atlanta. Hi, Atlanta. They need her energy.
You know who
right now, because they went.
You know who I'm trying to get her? Let me go back to my team list right here.
Hey, YouTube TV.
Connecticut Sun has 1 more spot on their bench.
Okay, but she ain't no bench player. Who you gonna do? Who you gonna sit down? Take a pic.
What? I mean, my game is on too.
And the way the Aces out here changing they team like they changing they socks. I know they can do it too.
Who all the Aces have?
Little girl.
I'm so happy for Jessica Carter.
Why you say that?
Now if they get billed off the books,
I could have sworn that girl was still in college, man.
She went out last year. She wasn't drafted.
That's I think I'm gonna just. I don't know if y'all can hear me.
What's she drafted?
Because I know the reason. Ain't no way that they overlooked.
Y'all can hear me?
You know, God's plan ain't your plan.
She was drafted 2nd round.
Yep. Look.
2nd round, 23rd pick.
Come on. Foul.
Nah, she blocked it. She blocked it.
Man, he wasn't gonna call it at first. Oh.
Harassment, yes, dog. My mama want me to come back in one piece too. Well,
right there.
That's foul.
No, but it was a foul before.
The second part was a foul.
I know she is not saying that was a travel. What is that? Heidemann?
Why? I don't get why she didn't get
number 2. There was not no doubt on travel.
I don't know why she didn't get a foul call after. It was second one was the shooting.
See, that's what I mean. They're going and the fast break. They getting okay. So you're slowing it down. They need to slow it down. So if you're not going to get the rebound, you're gonna have to come up with another way to get it. Because they're looking at running down there. Look at how they jogging. It's a foot race at this point.
Hurt.
Everybody tired.
Brittany, y'all can hear me?
Pray for him. Praying for Dallas Wings, y'all. Y'all get y'all some oxygen. It's getting tough out here.
Y'all can hear me?
You acting like they going.
They tired.
What?
You didn't see all them other girls out there outrunning them.
It was one person
like horses.
Girl,
it's gonna be okay.
Not like that. I put a little bit more effort. What she got a bench for if she's not gonna play them? I don't get some of these coaches holding back on benches.
Correct.
No, because
but if my starter get hurt, my benches now got to play start of time.
Yeah, y'all can hear me?
Their body have been conditioned for 15 minutes, and then I give them an extra 5 minutes, and then you think they're not gonna be out of win.